Here we are on Thursday. Today is Thursday, the 5th of January, 2023. This is episode number 6. We have the usual suspects. I'm Johnny Zero, and Shaner McCauley joins us, hailing from Oshawa, Ontario. Say something.
Hello.
Welcome to the Punk Rock Dadcast. We are not exclusive to dads, moms, or those who can or cannot procreate. We are just two dads who love punk. We're here to talk about punk. Local, unlocal, old, new, lower, large, and small. This is going to be a fucked up episode.
It is.
No rules, no holds barred. Being a punk show listener, discretion is fucking advised.
I actually almost puked because you said we had a surprise guest. But it's Robbie, and I know Robbie. I know Robbie.
Let me finish the intro.
I know. Okay, finish the intro. I know Robbie, so I feel more comfortable.
Thank
now.
you for wasting your time with us.
Thank
Questions,
you.
comments, want to start a fan club, want to make us stickers, a shrine to our excellence? Email us at punkrockdadcast@gmail.com. We may or may not get back to you. Today on our show, we have Robbie Blaze.
Howdy ho.
Howdy ho. Hey, wait, since we're doing the plugs, also, I'm launching
Sights up.
punkrockdadcast.com.
Beautiful.
Very nice.
With all our stories and pictures and videos and everything, so you can follow along.
Wonderful. I'm glad somebody does the work in this group because I just push record.
I'm a workaholic and an alcoholic.
We're just holics. All right. So we've got some music, some stories, and lots of fun for you all tonight. Robbie and I have just been downstairs in my basement working in my studio, and I say that with air quotes because it's just kind of like a place where I like to create. And Robbie, he's one of my good buds of the whole world. He's here from Montreal, guesting all the way from Montreal. Actually, he's moving to Montreal like tomorrow, but he's from here. So he's just going to kind of breathe heavily in the background while we drink our beers and listen to stories.
I have a deviated septum, okay? That's what happens when you get into many mosh pits.
Is that why you told me, Johnny, that you might be going to Montreal this weekend?
Yeah, I was going to drive him, but he couldn't come up with the gas money, so...
Yeah. That's why we need sponsors.
Yeah. Please sponsor us.
Jägermeister, fucking pass blue ribbon. Where you at?
If you sponsor Johnny, he will drive my stuff back to my new place.
As I'm drinking my Heineken with my fucking... We have our traditional Jägermeister, what's it called? Shot. Jäger bomb. Right before every show. And at the end of our show, we have at least 1 to 5 whiskey shots.
Yeah, and
which
you know
is
what?
why I stay up until fucking 2 o'clock in the morning. But y'all have to leave here tonight at like midnight, okay?
And you know what? Last week we had Dustin on the show, and we were talking about the Belvedere show.
Yeah.
And Straight Line.
We didn't even have a Belvedere shot.
We didn't have a Belvedere.
I put that away
the
next day, and I was like, oh, man, we didn't have that.
We did not have a Belvedere shot.
Those guys are awesome, actually. I love Belvedere.
Hey, Google. Turn off the Jäger machine.
Yeah, you're making too much noise.
There we go.
Thank you. That's perfect.
Can you turn off my heavy breathing, too?
This is, I wish. This is no longer a fucking punk show because I have everything connected to Google in my fucking basement. And everybody thinks I'm posh, but I just spent all the money my wife's dad gave us when he died. So, I mean, I really don't.
Yeah.
So
Bougie.
So speaking of technology, so this is going to be different this week because bless you. Yep. Okay, are we done?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's only 2. Sorry, guys.
So
gotta sneeze.
So for Christmas, I got a pair of Apple AirPods.
Oh.
And they sound really cool, and I use Spotify, and I thought the sound was awesome.
Fuck Spotify.
Our good buddy Matt Rock.
Yep.
Said, well, what are you using to listen to them?
He told you about lossless listening.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Spotify is only doing like a 320.
So if you have any significant hearing damage, it's not going to matter.
Yeah. Mine's bad.
Yeah.
But, yeah, remember 5 days of hearing the ocean? Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
But anyway, I started doing my own research, and Apple and Amazon and stuff like that, they're running like 1900 and something.
Yeah.
Like way better quality.
And they've got like Sonos and
Yeah.
other ones like that. Yeah.
So I started looking into it, and I'm currently switching all my stuff over to Apple right now.
Yep.
And it's way better quality. Not so much the indie punk rock stuff, because it's only
You can only add quality where quality is.
exactly.
Right.
But some of the more mainstream,
We're
higher
fucking
end
listening to
record
punk rock,
label.
and we're listening to lo-fi shit anyway. So
Right, but some of the stuff like I think Matt sent me.
Taylor Swift.
No, I fucking don't even know some of these artists, and I don't care to. But the quality is a huge difference.
Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah,
I remember listening to a what's his name, Alan Cross.
yep.
Yeah.
Did he pass away?
No.
No,
He's
okay,
around,
no.
Yeah.
Okay.
He did a bit on Suzanne Vega, who did that. It is morning, get my coffee, and you know that fucking song from the 90s, whatever.
Yeah.
It's by Suzanne Vega.
I could not say
Anyway,
I do.
it was one of the reference tracks when they first started doing like CD, right? Because like they recorded it on however many track hi-fi, and then when they compressed it to like CD or MP3, so much got lost in like
Yeah,
the whole
for sure.
mix of stuff. I don't even know the proper way to like really articulate this, but like it's just really dumbed the fuck down.
Yeah.
And like when you listen to both of them on the radio, it doesn't really translate either. But if you go back and listen to like a lossless version of it, or like FLAC, or anything better than MP3 or anything like that, you can really dig back into some of these audio quality type stuff and find better versions of stuff. But I mean, most of the shit we listen to now is just.
I mean, when you're looking at lossless formats, though, the most that's
By the
gonna get
way,
affected.
Robbie is here, and he is a fucking audiophile. Okay, he went to school for
Audio engineering and production,
Beauty.
Metalworks Studios,
and he never amounted to anything. But
And now he's moving to Montreal.
but you know what? Like
look me up.
like I
Montreal.
trust this guy for like a lot of the he does a lot of our mixing, mastering, and mixing, mastering, and engineering. Thank you, Jen. And he was the other guy who was going to do our first episode, and then Jen kind of took over. But
my
he's
spot.
he's done a bunch of stuff on Flamethrower Tracks.
Yeah, for sure.
He knows what he's talking about when it comes to lossless and stuff like that. So I'm going to consider you today's authority on the subject matter at hand. So please continue.
So when you're looking at like high quality sample rates and bit rates, the main and like the quality of audio, a lot when you go into like lower qualities, lower sample rates, like CD and stuff like that, even a lot of things get dumbed down. Blu-ray audio is really advanced. But a lot what you're going to lose is like those reverb trails and the echoes and the delays and stuff like that.
Gating.
Yeah. It kind of almost cuts those things off, where if you listen to something like on a Blu-ray or like you were saying Apple Music, you're going to really hear like a lot of the reverbs and delays and the little nuances that you wouldn't hear on just like a CD format or a radio format, or especially an MP3, but I won't touch on that subject.
Tell me about. I remember seeing you had a. I'm looking at Shane and pointing at him with all 5 fingers right now. You had a note to speak about Au Noir. You were going to talk about.
I do, and it's still on this list for today because I keep carrying it over.
Why is that important, and what did you want to talk about?
Well, I actually want
Because this all relates to closing your eyes and taking in an experience that is other than
So Au Noir, there's only, and it actually ties in with Montreal as well.
Beautiful.
So it's funny. There's only 2 Au Noirs. It's a restaurant. There's one in Toronto. And
I've been, yes.
You have been?
Yeah, I have once, yes.
Okay, because I wanted to do.
I want you to explain it, but I'm just relating to you.
I will
because-
explain it, but I wanted to do a double date.
Oh, yeah?
With our wives.
Have you been?
I've been twice.
Yeah.
And I thought it'd be super fun to do a double date with our wives.
Cool.
Au Noir is basically you go down. It's downtown Toronto, right? You get off at Bloor, off the DVP, right by, is it Castle Frank or Frank Castle?
Castle Frank,
Castle
but
Frank.
I don't know if it's near there. I'm really
You get off anyway. You park your car. It looks like a subway station. You go downstairs underground, and you get to a pre-lit bar, very dimly lit, so you can read the menu. You can order whatever food you want. It's a 3-course meal. You can do the mystery meal.
Yep.
Everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have blind servers, completely blind.
Right. So the essential premise behind this is that you go downstairs, you read the menu, they turn off all the lights, and you dine completely in the dark.
You go through double doors,
Right.
so that there's no light
Right.
inside the restaurant. It is pitch black, no phones, nothing like that, and you basically, the waiter or server, I should say, like my wife was holding the shoulder, and I was holding the shoulder of my wife. You get let in, they sit you down. It is complete darkness. We were there for an hour and a half. Your eyes do not adjust to blackness.
Right.
It's incredible.
Heightens your other senses.
Exactly. You don't.
So a mediocre steak is still a mediocre steak.
Everything tasted good though. I couldn't, like, your eyes don't adjust after.
You haven't lived your entire life half blind like I have.
It always reminded me of that movie with Adam Sandler, Sneaky,
Mr. Deeds?
Mr. Deeds.
So
Wow.
were you saying there's one in Montreal as well?
There is.
I'm going to have to check that out.
Yep.
Kat, if you're going to listen to this, I'm taking you there.
Yep, absolutely. And for 2 people, it's around $100.
Yeah, it's a pretty reasonable way to spend an evening.
Terrible.
It is. Yeah, it's not terrible at all.
Yeah. The food is okay. I wouldn't say it's anything to write home about, but the experience was nice because I did really like, the experience of dining in the dark. When we went with another couple. I can't even remember who the fuck it was. That's how unmemorable the experience was. However, that was a good time. Like, I've definitely been there. It was cool. And I kicked a bush on the way out, and I said, "Fuck this bush." It was funny, and my wife still.
So punk rock.
I know. Yeah, nobody in there knew that I was wearing like a total battle vest or anything like that. I could. What's cool is that, like, art and blindness are the great equalizers.
Yeah.
You could be a fucking millionaire and sit down at this restaurant, and you could be the fucking poorest person on earth and sit down at this restaurant, and they'll treat you the goddamn same because they don't care what the fuck you're wearing. They don't care what you're having to eat because they have 3 fucking options. They're going to treat you the same either way. And
Is it that they don't care or they just can't see you, though?
why would they care?
I guess they can't see you anyways.
No. And that's beautiful, right? And
It
I
is
mean,
beautiful.
I said this online the other day. I was like, art is the great equalizer because, like, the poorest person in the world could have drawn the Mona Lisa.
Yeah. I know, right?
You don't need a fucking education to be, producing great art. And that's what I love about art. You could see something from a fucking toddler who draws Jesus, and then, some fucking rich, stupid asshole that draws a Jackson Pollock. And, it's all the same.
That's what punk rock is about.
Exactly. You could still be a shitty punk rock artist, though.
There are a lot out there. Don't get me started.
Yes, and we are 3 of them.
So we've been talking a lot.
Mm-hmm. You want to play the tune?
Yeah, I don't know really where this is going to take us, but
I think we should play some Black Flag.
Oh, okay. I was going to go with Black Me Out by Against Me.
Oh, I like that one too. Let's do that.
So, a little history about this song. Against Me, they signed with a major record label. They did not like it. They took full control of their music, their identity, everything. it was not a good thing. They basically said "fuck you" to the label, and this one's called "Black Me Out" by Against Me.
My girlfriend's gonna love this.
Talk that way again. I don't wanna know people like that anymore. As if there was an obligation, as if I owed you something. Black me out. I wanna piss on the walls of your house. I wanna chop those brass rings off your fat fucking fingers. As if you were kingmaker, as if, black me out. I don't wanna see the world that way anymore. I don't wanna feel that weak and insecure. As if you were my fucking pet. As if I was your fucking whore. Black me out. I wanna piss on the walls of your house. I wanna chop those brass rings off your fat fucking fingers. As if you were kingmaker. As if, black me out. I wanna piss on the walls of your house. I wanna chop those brass rings off your fat fucking fingers. As if you were kingmaker. As if, black me out. All the young grace fields on the best of burnout, so bright and so fast. All the young grace fields on the best of burnout, so bright and so fast. Full body high, I'm never coming down. Black me out.
I want to piss on your walls, Johnny.
We have a lot of. Have you heard that song before, Robbie?
No.
First impressions?
Really?
Yeah, no, I love it.
I know. I love that fucking song.
Like I was saying, Johnny, during the song break, Against Me are an amazing band, and I have nothing but appreciation for them. Just it was also my old best friend's favorite band, and then he was banging my girlfriend, so I kind of like shut them out for a bit, which they don't deserve. I think they deserve more attention.
Did you just say somebody was banging your girlfriend?
Yeah, my old best friend, and he loved Against Me, and so for that reason, I just like never thought they were bad, but I just was like,
who was
Nobody from the band or anything. It was he doesn't like Against Me on principle because his old best friend
I
used
did.
to like him, and
okay.
that person started banging his girlfriend. So
Okay.
now he's got a bad taste in his mouth.
yeah.
Okay.
Much like that girl did, probably.
Okay. Because I was gonna say,
It's been years though, and I
it-
mean, I should give them more of the appreciation.
The taste
they
is probably
deserve,
gone by
right?
now.
because so the lead singer used to be Tom
But
Gable.
it is lasting.
The lead
Laura
singer
Jane Grace now.
now,
Yeah.
now it's Laura Jane Grace, and Laura Jane Grace is awesome.
Her and I are
awesome.
friends
And
on
that's
Facebook.
amazing for her, you know. Like, come out,
Yeah,
go do what makes you happy, as long as it's not hurting anybody else. Who cares?
absolutely. And,
Rock it as hard as you can.
and
Oh, yeah.
and Johnny and I were supposed to go and see Laura Jane Grace.
I won tickets.
Yep, and you couldn't.
Something happened to me, and you and your wife went?
Yep.
Yep.
and it was
Awesome show.
awesome. And
I've
It
seen
was good?
Against Me a bunch of times before. They're fucking fantastic.
I have too, and I have lots of video of me crowd surfing because I'm always
yeah,
crowd
yeah.
surfing, right?
That's my thing too.
Crowd surfing.
Yeah, I broke my ankle crowd surfing. but
I've-
that's-
I've- I've cracked ribs many times crowd surfing.
You don't even want to hear what band it was during. I'm not saying that on a podcast.
I
that's
do
for sure.
now.
Okay, it was Good Charlotte.
Oh yeah, all right, cool. We're all right.
Yeah,
with that.
whatever.
Man.
This is where we open up on.
It was
You know
during
what?
Rockfest, actually. We were talking.
I
about-
was just saying. I say this fucking every episode. Pop punk is still punk, and you know what? Good Charlotte. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm young.
Yep.
Good Charlotte was one of those bands that got me into better bands.
my girlfriend, my ex-girlfriend Mandy loved them, and we were at Rockfest, and I mean,
This
I
must
was
have been,
bored.
Like
I gotta
2005,
admit,
6.
no offense to them or any
Yeah.
fans to them, but like I was just bored.
They were
And-
one of my first.
So I was
Right,
like,
yeah.
I'm going crowd surfing, but they dropped me in the mosh pit, and
I saw 'em
people
with,
just started falling left and right, and I had 4 guys fall on top. Well, I had one guy already fell. I fell on top of him with my leg on top, and 4 guys fell on top of my foot in the pit there, and I just heard it go. Like,
I saw him with Newfound Glory.
yeah, Newfound
Yeah.
Glory would be a pretty decent band.
I've
yeah,
seen
actually.
Newfound
Or
Glory
a pop
at
punk
the
band.
Cool House.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And yeah,
You know
there's,
what?
There's nothing wrong with
Fuck, they
pop
put on
punk.
a good
There's
show.
nothing wrong with pop punk. There are some great pop punk bands out there. Like,
Yeah.
But again,
I've been a big fan of Offspring, MXPX, and
I don't. Yeah. MXPX.
Don't get Shane started on MXPX. He fucking will talk for the entire rest of the episode.
I mean, they're not one of the greatest. but-
They're my go-to band. They are like.
Oh,
look
they
at my,
are
Look
your-
at my hoodie. Like, come on. They
I
are
didn't even see it when you can.
you probably did and subconsciously
20
mentioned MXPX to get him going.
25 years now.
You know, I started liking them when I bought Before Everything and After, which was back in like 2003 or 4.
Yeah, but you're young.
Yeah. I was like, when I was 16, had my first car,
First
and I'm-
hand job.
And I'm tapping along. That came many years later. Tapping along on the steering wheel to them, and I had like that and like a Linkin Park album and like a Green Day album and I think a Rage Against the Machine album or something like that. I just went to like a Best Buy and like bought like 4 albums and drove to fucking
You're like, these will make me
Guelph.
cool.
Drove to Guelph from Windsor. No, that was actually probably one of the first times that I like went to. I'm saying a record shop with fucking air quotes again because like it's not a record shop, it's a Best Buy, and like I was not young, naive, whatever. I basically judged anything by the cover, and I saw that cool little dude with the like, the little cartoon skull with the, what do you call him, Shane?
What's that?
The guy on the belt buckle for all the MXPX.
PXPX.
PXPX his name is.
This guy.
Yeah, there you go.
That's on my back.
I seen him on an album cover or whatever, and I was like, I'm gonna buy that album. There he is.
Right, that guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I originally brought up MXPX, and you pointed at him. I thought you were about to like bitch me out for.
Oh, no, man, we don't do that around here.
Yeah.
We're
Well,
all
you
totally supportive. Not only is this a podcast, this is our weekly get it all out.
Say what you want.
Say what you want. No judgment zone. Be a dad. Don't talk about Metallica. And
No censorship.
no judgment. Just don't talk about Metallica.
Good, because I never asked you like rules or like what the hell we should talk about or what coming in here. So
We often this is like our therapy, man. This is like our once a week, even if we didn't have guests or we didn't air this, because technically we don't have any fucking listeners at this point. Shane and I just come down, drink a couple beers, pretend like we're sitting around at the trailer, and listen to a fucking couple of. I show him a couple albums that he's never heard before. He shows me a bunch of albums I've never heard before, and we talk about them, and we have a lot of fun, and we just drink a bunch of fucking booze.
that's my favorite part.
I mean, this is our once a week. Like, if we can't get to a show,
Thank you for inviting me. I love drinking booze.
you weren't invited. I mean, you just kind of ended up here, but I love you anyway.
Yeah, right. Okay.
I'm really glad you're here, honestly. So
Yeah,
tell
Glad
us,
I'm here
super
too.
fun.
This is
tell us
comfortable.
about your experience in Montreal last week and the ripcords.
Okay, so yeah, so I lost my job, which I'm injured too. So I lost my
Tell
job.
us everything
I was
in great
injured.
detail.
I got injured at work, and then I was sick. I got COVID, and then so I had to take more time off work. And when I got back, my work fired me, which I'll see you guys in court. But anyways, moving on from that, I was in a month-to-month lease here in Oshawa, and well, I guess not here in Oshawa. We're in Brooklyn right now, but in the area. And so anyways, like, things happened. I started seeing this girl, this wonderful woman named Kat in Montreal. And so I've been out there. I spent my holidays out there with her. I don't know. Is it them?
I don't know.
No. The rip chords, like RIPCORDZ.
Okay. All right, keep going.
So anyway, so I've been out there the last couple of weeks, and well, she went out with her family and stuff, which was already pre-planned for New Year's, and I didn't even think I was going to stay out there that long. Anyways, I was like, what the hell am I going to do? I'm here by myself at her place. My old drummer from my old band, Bloodshot Eyes, well, one of the many drummers that I had in Bloodshot Eyes, he's also from the Beta 58s, so if anyone wants to check him out, go check out the Beta 58s. They're amazing. They're from Kingston. They write amazing, upbeat punk, straight up old skate punk kind of songs. Anyways, he's been advancing, and he's now the drummer of the Ripcords. So I ended up figuring out the Ripcords are playing Montreal, their hometown. Ripcords have been in Montreal since 1980. So, I mean, like, and they're going on over 40 years now, and just amazing, those guys. So anyways, I see the show flyer about them, but it all it says, it has no address or anything. It says Ask a Punk. And so I asked him, obviously. I'm like, you're playing this show. Can you tell me where it is? And he's like, it's at this place called Trackside in Montreal. Do you know how to get to it? Because I definitely didn't. I was like, no. And I had to get, like, a map drawn for me to go there because it was a hidden secret venue. And I got to say, this venue was so amazing.
Oh,
Like, it was
like
so punk rock.
like the broom handle.
Pretty much. Almost like the broom handle. Although I didn't have to pull a broom handle to get in there. But I had to ask a punk to go figure out where it was. And
That's what. Remember when we saw Black Cat Attack and who else played?
CROSSDOG.
Yeah, she said
I love
that
CROSSDOG. And Black Cat
Rotilicious
Attack.
was like an Ask a
love
Punk type
CROSSDOG.
of venue. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of is, but like the locals all kind of know about it.
I can't believe Robbie knows CROSSDOG.
oh, I do.
Oh yeah. What do you know about CrossDog?
I forget where I saw them. I think they played a show with the Corporate Life when I was doing producing for the Corporate Life, actually.
Love you, Justin Coupland.
Oh, yeah. I always love that guy.
Tracy.
They always trade.
I like Tracy
me off.
from CROSSDOG.
Yeah.
She was super fucking awesome.
They
man.
are awesome, actually. I heard about them before. I heard about them a lot, actually. And when I saw them play with the Corporate Life, I was like, holy fuck, this band's got it going on. And they're still active.
I'm gonna
aren't they?
message Justin now and see if he can come and play come and guest.
Yeah, he should come and guest because he has a lot of experience himself. Anyway, so yeah, we go to Trackside and it was amazing. I love that venue. I'm not gonna explain where it is because if you're in Montreal, you gotta go Trackside. Well, go Ask a Punk, I guess. But it's amazing. It's everything a punk rock venue could want. It's a little small. It's pretty tight in there, but man, like I haven't seen a punk rock show in there since I used to go to the Dungeon downtown Oshawa. And probably even more. Like, you can do whatever you want to do in there without explaining too much.
So Robbie, did you know that the Dungeon's coming back?
do know it's the Oshawa Music Hall now, though, isn't it?
Yeah, the Oshawa Music Hall. Ed and Maggie bought the old.
I mean, they bought the venue. Is it going to be the dungeon or not? That's a question.
It's going to be stage 44.
That's right.
That's yeah,
Which is 44 Bond.
And I really hope they maybe keep some of the spirit without like the giving ecstasy of 14-year-old children.
No, I have photos I can share. They have all the old stickers from all the bar table, like the bar, everything.
I don't know if
But
I
do
should
they have
say
the
this.
smell?
Yeah, I hope not.
I don't know if I should say
Do they
this.
have the non-working toilets and plumbing?
No.
Well, then I don't want to be part of it.
No. You
Maybe
don't.
edit this out if it's not applicable. But you know, I was around there one night and I was pretty drunk, and I walked by and there was a basement door wide open at the dungeon, and I walked myself through it. It was still getting renovated.
Yeah.
It was all drywalled and taped off, and I went in there. I didn't touch anything. There was a lot of things I could have touched, but I definitely did not want to. But I walked around, and it was kind of nostalgic at the same time. It was completely a different place. So
Go in there.
I will want to really see what it's like once it's running as a venue. And I'm sorry if this does get released for walking through. I swear I didn't do anything.
Yeah. No, go in there and say hi to Ed. Ed's kind of the lead hand. Just tell him your buddies with Shaner.
Yeah, well, once it's open and I'm down, of course, even being in Montreal, I'm always going to come back. And
Yeah, of course.
It's my home, my hometown, anyways.
Cool. You want to play some rip chords?
Yeah, let's do
Let's
that.
do it.
I was trying to line up a song. We'll touch base on this after if I can find the song, because talking about Montreal, and we will touch base on Rockfest.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
This is the rip chords with Girls in the Pit.
Fuck yeah.
That was Girls in the Pit by the Ripcords. And thank you, Robbie, for that very wonderful story about the Ripcords. My wife joins us all the way from upstairs.
Hi,
Welcome,
everyone.
Isabel.
Why, thank you. That's very, very generous of you.
We were talking about Au Noir earlier, and you and I went, so I thought I would invite you to talk about your experience at Au Noir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'll tell you one thing, Johnny. I loved the experience. I thought it was really cool. When we went, there wasn't an extensive menu at all, but the one thing that did appeal to me was the steak, the filet mignon.
Is that when you started to eat steak?
So I gave it a chance, and I'll tell you one thing: eating in the dark is a journey, and it wasn't easy, especially steak, but it was so good, and you could taste everything in that steak. And I went back for more. And
Oh, you did you?
Well, maybe not to own more, but I went back for more steak.
You never were really much of a steak eater before that, were you?
No, not at all.
And now that I cook it,
Well, surf and turf. How could you say no?
we were looking at pictures from earlier today, and we definitely have to do surf and turf again very soon. I'm looking forward to that.
Pretty sure we have some lobster tails in the freezer.
We got some crab
Yep.
legs. We got some lobster tails.
We got the Red Lobster box of biscuits.
Oh, let's do that. Can we do that this
Well,
weekend?
it's right now.
Do me.
With the biscuits.
Yes. Do me with the biscuits. I'm gonna pour drizzle.
But
I'm gonna
butter.
drizzle.
Butter all over your body.
Okay, Jen, you can edit most of this out,
Yeah, this
but
can go.
I mean, you can also masturbate to it if you really want to.
This Jaeger bomb is not strong enough.
Well, do you have anything else to say, my dear?
This is the most punk rock I get, actually. So
Actually, here's a good story. You were on my band's recording of Catholic Schoolgirls Rule.
That's right.
It was originally a Red Hot Chili Peppers song. We re-released it, re-recorded it, re-released it in 2017. And we actually have special permission from the Red Hot Chili Peppers to redistribute this song.
Do you really?
Of course we do.
Wow.
Yes, we have written fucking permission from Flea himself, or at least somebody who works with him, that because we released it on one of their like charity albums.
Oh, that's right. It was like a
Yeah,
contest or something, right?
No, it was just like something that Brandon Smith, the bass player, was involved in. He heard about it. There was like 26 songs on this album for charity, and it was like, local bands or whatever re-recording songs, and we tried our hand at it, and they accepted it for one of their compilation albums. Sorry, I'm burping a lot
Yeah,
because
I
I'm drinking
see
fucking
that.
beer. And we actually have redistribution rights for that song. And you, my lovely wife, I think you were pregnant at the time.
With Aurora, yes, I was.
Yep.
Yeah, everybody was drinking.
Pregnant
except
with our
me.
first, and we did it at
It was so much
220 Bruce Street in Oshawa in Brandon's
fun.
basement.
So much fun.
And I think your sister was there, and Keith, and
You
all
could
the guys
play
from the
clip,
band.
No?
Yeah, we're gonna play the whole
You
song.
should.
Yeah, we'll play the song.
You got to listen to the very end, though.
Yeah.
That's
We're all laughing and carrying on and having a great
It
time.
was awesome.
So up next we've got Catholic School Girls Rule by me, Flamethrower, and featuring my lovely wife, with permission from the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Nice. Badass. Enjoy.
In the class she's taking notes. Just how deep is my throat? Mother Mary, don't you know? She's got eyes like Marilyn Monroe. Catholic schoolgirls rule. 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 From the cross she's raised her head. This is what the sister said. Give no love until you're wed. Live no life until you're dead. The good book says we must suppress. The good book says we must confess. But who cares what the good book says? 'Cause that's just like out of our trails.
That should be the ending of the song.
I even missed the O on that. I just got the lick.
Nobody got that right.
Okay. Apparently, me and Robbie missed that last break.
That was Catholic Schoolgirls Rule by Blamethrower with
And you-
permission from Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yep, and you had your wife on, and we missed it.
Bye, wife.
Bye, wife. I had something to chime in on, but I missed it, and now my thought's gone. But we were talking about Au Noir, downtown Toronto.
Yep.
There's a lot of hidden gems. I want to talk about. Have you guys heard of Ted's Mechanics?
No?
No, I have not.
Okay, so Ted's Mechanics is a place. I think it's on Bloor.
Are you allowed to talk about this?
Yes, I am.
Is this like Fight Club that you can't talk about Fight Club?
It's kind of like going back to the whole broom handle place, but it's not a broom handle place. Anyway, the storefront is blacked out. It's kind of like silver on a window. You can't really tell what it is. It says Ted's Mechanics. It looks like a old abandoned shop. But you go in there and it is a punk rock jukebox style bar.
DIY kind of joint.
Yeah, and it is awesome. You
Is
just
that
go in
Toronto?
there. Yeah,
I fucking love Toronto.
I know, me too. You go in there and it's just pumping wicked ass punk tunes. And yeah. PBR.
Paper.
Yeah.
Oh, man. You guys ever hear of Pat's Pub in Vancouver?
No.
This was like a really rockabilly / psychobilly kind of joint, at least when I was there. It was a pretty cool joint. I once broke one of my phones living there.
Almost? Or did?
No, I did I say almost? No, I definitely broke one of my phones. They had this like rockabilly, I don't know, kind of like show and shine. It was a Pat's Pub show and shine. I think it was probably like 2008 or 9 or something. And they had like all these rockabilly cars, like rat rods and shit outside of the venue and whatever. And like I didn't even walk into this car. I walked in like my fucking pants pocket, just like sideswiped this light of this one car. I didn't affect this car whatsoever. And then I like went to go and reach for my phone. It's fucking shattered. Like it was just like, right? Like, and then I pick up my phone. I was like, just fucked. And like it was just a lead sled. This fucking car, I don't even know what it was. Probably some old Pontiac or whatever. And like, I never dropped that phone or anything like that. I remember everything that night. I just walked partially into the side of a car and it fucked me up.
Man, you don't even have to tell me. I go through a phone every like 6 to 12 weeks.
Yeah.
I need a new cell phone.
Shane just had a cell phone incident with his phone cover, didn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, what happened?
Well, I just dropped it on my axle shaft.
Axle shaft as like a car thing, or axle shaft as like in between your legs?
No. Car thing, Jeep thing.
It's a Jeep thing.
It's a Jeep thing.
Yeah, fell off the workbench.
It's a Shane thing.
Yeah, that's all right. We'll talk about that another day.
Well, what else are you talking about?
I got Johnny.
You got stories?
I got Johnny into off-roading.
Give me some stories.
Okay. What do we so we did you know what? I want to talk about, because you lived in Vancouver.
I did.
You're going the other way to Montreal.
East and west.
Baguette.
I got to pull up this story real quick because this is kind of a nightmare of a story.
What happened?
Are you guys familiar with Off With Their Heads?
We baguette.
No. But tell me.
Okay.
Yes, no toaster.
Nobody?
Not me, but you are?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Off
yes.
With Their Heads are an incredible band.
They are.
They're one
I
of my
love them.
favorites. Yep. So this girl Desiree. She's 24 years old. So they finished up off of their heads. Finished up a show in Vancouver. They were towing a trailer behind their van. As they were leaving the show, I guess they were stuck at a red light. The band's from Minneapolis, but they were in Vancouver for the night. They were at a red light, and this woman, 24-year-old woman, crossed.
Part of the band? Oh.
No, just a listener, I guess, or a showgoer. She crossed. She jaywalked, crossed. She jumped between the trailer and the van.
Oof.
What?
And she got tied up, stuck on the trailer hitch.
Whoa.
The band didn't notice, and the light went green. She got dragged 5 city blocks.
That's awful.
I don't know if Johnny, if you're familiar with Hastings Street.
Yep.
Yep.
Johnny getting tired.
They ended up, yeah, I know, eh? They ended up getting a breathalyzer.
Yeah.
Obviously, they weren't drinking. They had to drive. Right? It's their own show or whatever.
That's good. No drinks.
Yeah.
Don't drink and drive, children.
No, I know.
It's not smart.
Man, the amount
But,
of times I drove.
Been there, done that, but don't do it.
She lost an eye.
Oh, gee. Oh, she lived?
She lost an eye?
She lost her eye.
Oh,
Jesus.
She suffered a shattered jaw, broken bones, permanent damage to her limbs,
oh God.
reconstructive surgery, years to complete. There's a GoFundMe page, which I ended up donating to.
And everyone else should go donate to that.
Holy fuck.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That is a sad time.
It is. So the band, off with their heads. After that night, they canceled their whole tour.
Yeah.
But
That's pretty
yeah,
devastating.
it is. So after that show, my heart went out to Desiree and her family. Like,
My
when
heart
was this?
hurts right now.
when was this? This was a few years ago. 2019.
Oh, wow. That
But
recently?
but yeah, tragic story. I want to play Nightlife because I feel like Nightlife is my shitty nightlife. my nightlife habits lately.
Oh, my God. I know this song.
Can you play Off of Their Heads Nightlife? Yeah.
I left it to chance, I never should have let this get so far out of hand. But I'll do anything to not be alone, cause when I'm alone, you know I can easily fall back into old habits that I thought I'd left behind. And it ripped me apart and I realized don't be alone, I have to lie, take everything and keep it inside. I know I'm sick and I'm not right, I'm so fucking tired of living this life I made for myself. I'm sorry that I cannot get past what keeps me away from the light. Hope this explains my problem to you, cause I feel like this every night. Don't wanna be like this, anxious and angry or hopeless and sad all the time. Unable to get back to feeling I lost somewhere along the line. I wear it all on my sleeve and everyone sees, no matter how hard I try. I never felt worse in my whole life. Don't be alone, I have to lie, take everything and keep it inside. I know I'm sick and I'm not right, I'm so fucking tired of living this life I made for myself. I'm sorry that I
All right. So Johnny's off to Montreal.
Robbie.
And
yeah, you fucked that up, alright.
what?
I'm not going to Montreal.
No, I said Robbie's off to Montreal.
You
No,
said Johnny.
No, I didn't.
You did.
No.
It's recorded.
Yeah.
You said Johnny.
Well, I did not.
Okay.
Robbie's off to Montreal.
You know I'm gonna be the only one.
We should
listening
restart
to
this one.
Okay, pause.
Both heard you.
Stop it.
Robbie's off to Montreal.
You can repair this
Stop.
right now. Stop it.
Yeah,
Stop
no
it.
problem.
And
It's
we're
good.
back. And we're back.
We're
And
not
we're-
live, are we?
Yeah. No.
Are we?
Okay,
No.
guys, stop.
So stop it.
All right.
No, just stop talking for a minute. And we're back. Robbie is off to Montreal. And
sure am.
we were going to talk about Rockfest because you've been to a couple.
I've been to 6 of them.
6 of them. Yeah, that's about how many I've been to. The 20th anniversary was my favorite by far. That was
The
crazy.
Montebello Rockfest?
Yeah,
Of course.
yeah,
What other rock festivals?
absolutely. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Oh. Actually, there's the Kansas City one, but
That
I
doesn't
figure
count.
we
No.
weren't talking about that one.
Fuck that one. Montebello Rockfest.
Montebello Rockfest.
200,000 people. You could drink in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a city.
It is fucking unreal.
It is.
Uh
I have so many stories. Don't even want to get me started.
Go for
oh,
it.
me too, man.
Get started.
Where
I
do you
think I'm
want to
like-
start?
I've never been to
Overloading
one,
your
so
input.
you
guys
You
get
might
started.
want to turn me down.
I did.
Or put a limiter on me. I don't know.
I always did VIP camping, VIP everything.
I did that the last couple of years because my girlfriend really liked to shower, and I never shower. So
Yeah, I know. I never showered.
the only time I showered there was like when I was covered in mud, and I had to like blast the fucking mud chunks off of me.
Yeah. I never showered.
Okay, what year are we talking about? Bring up a year. Let's go from there.
I don't know. I went the last 6 years up until it got canceled because they didn't pay their fucking bills.
Okay, I did. The first year I went, it was Blink and Rise Against were the headliners. And that was the first year, and we were in Papineauville, the town next to Montebello
Okay.
in Quebec. And by the end of the night, I remember we were just fucked. The first night was Blink, and they didn't end until about 2 o'clock or something like that in the morning. And so we were taking shuttle buses between Montebello and Papineauville. And we found out shortly after waiting for the bus after Blink in Montebello that there was no shuttle bus back to Papineauville. So we had to walk. And it's about 15 miles, which converts to like 20 something miles or 20 kilometers, I mean. Yeah, it sucked. But we did it. We ended up catching a van taxi with a bunch of other French people that we had no idea with and going back there. That year was ridiculous, though. They had porta potties everywhere, but like a bunch of them broke open, and there was literally a river of piss going into the festival that you had to. Is that
yeah.
from? Oh God, yeah, that's why I was walking. Yeah, Johnny's showing it right now for those that can't see, but
Yeah,
Johnny's
yeah,
showing
yeah.
me like the route. Yeah, it was pretty far. It was definitely far. And for some reason, the festival set up that they had shuttle buses going between there. But if you wanted to see the headliner, you could not take a shuttle bus back to the spot. That year was so fucked up. Like, they literally had so many porta potties break open that there
Yeah.
was a river of piss that when you walked into the festival grounds, even if you were in Papineauville, this is in the actual festival grounds, you would have to hop over a river of piss.
So yeah, so I think I started going the year after that because I was reading all the articles about that year, and it made me incredibly anxious and nervous because I heard about all the shit and piss overflowing, and I was like, "Holy fuck, what am I getting myself into?"
It was so badass though. And literally, I remember the first night with Blink when we were coming out because they wanted to lead us out in like one exit and one file path, and there's like over 20,000. Don't even quote me on the number, but there were so many people trying to get out of that place that they didn't even care. Punk started just breaking down the fences, and then they broke down the fence, and we ran through the backyards.
Yeah, they average about 200,000 over the weekend.
At least.
Yeah. Johnny's queuing something up already. But yeah, I remember like Alexis on Fire made their comeback there.
I remember that.
System
they did
of a
lot
Down.
of amazing things. Yeah.
System of a Down.
System of a Down.
Did you see Ramstein?
I saw Rammstein
yeah.
too.
Limp Bizkit, Korn.
I saw Limp Bizkit. I saw Korn there. I've seen Korn tons of times.
Fuck,
myself.
man, there was like a lot of big bands. Like even
The one year I didn't go was when they put Weezer and Prophets of Rage as headliners, because a few years before that, Weezer was in there, and I saw Weezer. And they were amazing. Don't get me wrong, but they're kind of boring to see live in the middle of a punk show.
Yeah,
but they were good. They did their things good. But I didn't go that year, more because of personal reasons than because of the lineup. Jimmy Eat World was on that one, and I wanted to see them, but I didn't, obviously.
Yeah.
But my big thing was, like, Weezer was... I already saw them at Rockfest, and they were like a mid-tier band on the Rockfest lineup.
Yeah.
I think it might have been the year with System or the year with Limp Bizkit or something like that. But Prophets of Rage was like, they weren't Rage Against the Machine. They were trying to be
good though. If you ever have seen them,
yeah.
Prophets.
oh yeah, amazing band.
I'm not trying to talk shit.
I know it's not this and it's not that, but when it is, it's really fucking cool.
And you know what? There are so many bands. Like there's like what 4 or 5 stages at Rockfest.
Yeah, 5 stages.
And they start Thursday night with the fuck sponsors.
Normally. Now, did you go to the last year, the Montebello Rock?
Not when they
that was
not when they.
MXPX and Black Flag headlining.
Oh, then I
And
must.
they only had like 12 bands between the 2 days.
Oh shit! I don't know.
And I went there, and I was used to going there like 5 years prior, other than the year before. With
When they
Weezer.
really dumbed it down.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't know MXPX was there.
It was rough.
Yeah.
Like, everything was empty. They also said they had to, you know where the campgrounds were before, right? That's where they moved the stage.
Okay.
Because they said the stage grounds were too flooded out that year.
Yeah.
And I literally have a picture of me standing in the middle of those stage grounds with no flooding at all.
Yeah.
Just with a sad face on my face being like, what the fuck? No, Alex Bartel, and I hate to call somebody out on your podcast, but you said no rules, so I'm going to.
Go for it.
That guy is the only promoter of a major festival that I know his name. And it's because the one year he posted his face all over billboards, all over town, all over like the 15-kilometer bubble around Montebello. Saying, don't forget about me. Don't forget about my band. We're the reason why Rockfest happens.
Yeah.
And
Shut
he
the
spent
fuck up.
so much money.
That's kind of a
He
douche.
owed System of a Down like $8 million after they played.
And
He fucked around so many bands, and he still wanted to smear his fan. He also spent money to like get him his band that wasn't even active at the time, his old band Deadly Apples, on tour with Marilyn Manson and Rob Zombie.
Yeah.
He
owed lots
fucked
of
up.
money to Sum 41 too, and many other bands.
Yeah,
like
They were like $19 million in debt, and that's
Fuck.
why they had to drop the name of Rockfest or Amnesia Rockfest or whatever.
Amnesia Rock
And
Fest.
he came back as Montebello Rock, and me and my girlfriend went, and it was just as bad as you could imagine it was. Plus, it pissed rain all weekend,
Yeah.
so it was horrible.
Damn.
And like I was there one year, and it pissed rain. We ended up our
As
tent,
it
our
does.
our tent leaked so badly. Me and my wife ended up saying, "Fuck it, let's leave the tent behind."
Well, you guys don't go there for the accommodations.
No, but we had VIP, so we hung out in the big VIP beer tent and everything like that.
Yep.
And Fat Mike was supposed to be making an appearance and everything like that. But I wanted to throw into this track because, I mean, we could stay up all night because obviously drugs are involved. Me and Matt Rock stayed up till 2 a.m. to see Cokie the Clown.
Cokie the Clown.
Cokie the Clown, who is Fat Mike from NoFX.
I did see Cokie the Clown
He
actually when I was
he
there.
put on an awesome performance, and Matt Rock was not expecting a depressing show. But I know Cokie the Clown is a depressing performance.
All right.
So
Cokie the Clown. by
Cokie the
NoFX.
Clown.
All the way from Palm Springs, just out of deep sauce. Show him up, warm welcome. Let's get some applause. Greetings, all, hello. Welcome to my show. I'm sure you'll have fun watching me juggle 8 balls at one time. I know fucking mine. I play practical jokes. This squirting flower that wasn't flour that blew up your nose. It's my special blend of X, Coke, and K. You should be okay in several hours. He's got oversized shoes and ill-fitting clothes. That is real blood dripping from his big red nose. I'm Cokie the Clown. I will trip you down those 12 giant steps. I brought you all presents against good judgment. But being a good host, you all have been toast. The kettle corn's been laced, the fudge has been lined. You're having a great time, but you might not recall from Rohebanol in the lemonade. Cokie homemade. He's the happiest clown with the biggest frown. He's Cokie the Clown.
And we're back. That was Cokie the Clown. Fat Mike from NoFX.
Just like Dustin last week. Wants to fucking make sure that everybody hears him open his
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry.
That's our main. Yeah, and then you were doing the you were doing that last week. Yeah, exactly.
The
I wasn't fucking deep throating cock, but
Yeah.
not that
oh,
there's
sorry.
anything wrong
I
with
got
that.
I got the wrong idea.
Oh, boys.
So me and Robbie have been doing a lot of storytelling.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Dude.
Johnny's turn.
Johnny, you got any stories?
I think I only have one left. You're talking about all these big ass festivals and having a good time. I was on Warped Tour in 2006.
On Warped Tour, not at Warped Tour.
No, I was on Warped Tour in 2006 with my band Princess Riot.
Woo, 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 woo,
And I'm sure you all know all about Princess Riot. That was a cool one. We were on the Shira Girl stage, and They used to make fun of me because I was the princess and they were the riot, and it was like 3 other girls with me, Val and Julie and Lindsay, and I was dating Lindsay at the time. Yeah, good times.
Did you bang her?
I lost my virginity to her.
Ah.
Now you know, and so does the rest of the world.
Saucy.
The more you know.
Yeah, my wife's never going to forgive me for explaining that publicly. But I love my wife.
That's
Anyway,
nice. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, we had a good time. We did a couple of we did a demo with one of the producers of Sum 41's first half hour of power, Joel Casme, and
Fuck Joel.
11 Hertz Records. You know that guy?
I studied, and Joel was there, and I have personal issues with Joel.
Okay.
Blair Robb was the
Air it
better
out.
one. Joel, okay. What happened between me and Joel? I mean, Blair Robb was my producer teacher there, but
Mhm.
Joel Casme was like, he taught other classes. We had to do some track where like we took a cover song, and then like we got musicians to come in and produce it. So another group other than mine, we did Marvin Gaye actually. What's going on was my group.
Cool.
But another group, they did Rope by Foo Fighters.
Yep.
So they needed a bassist, and then they needed a guitarist. So I ended up doing both. Which I could do the guitar part, but then they recorded some like outtake of me like doing a random guitar solo over it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was so off put because like I'm not an amazing lead guitarist by any ways. I'm not an improvising soloist by any ways. Unless it's my own music, maybe. I was very uncomfortable, and I did it. And then they showed Joel, and Joel was like, that guy should quit fucking playing guitar. He should fucking shut his fucking, he should retire. He's a piece of shit. Like, this guy doesn't know, like, fucking guitar from this and that. He can't even stay on time and everything. And my buddies told me that, and I was like, you know what? Fuck Joel. But that's my opinion.
Well, yeah. I had not too bad of an experience with him, I guess, but it was a very limited, finger space quality of who that person was. But we had a good time. We did the demo. There was 3 songs.
You did it with Joel?
Yeah.
I'm sure. He's at Metalworks. Like, he was a teacher there, and, he's done a lot of great things.
What year was that?
2013 to 2014.
Okay, so I'm talking about 2006
Oh, way before
or
that.
7, yeah.
So maybe
long
before he
that,
became jaded and a fucking asshole.
Well, he was a bit with, he's got some history with Sum 41, too.
Yeah, so does my studio teacher, Blair Robb.
Oh, cool.
Who, him and Joel were basically the 2 studio teachers there, so.
Well, that was the weekend I lost my virginity.
Woo!
That's where I got the nickname Johnny Zero.
Ooh.
Because you were shooting blanks.
Because I had slept with 0 girls prior to that weekend. Yeah, that's embarrassing. So now the world knows where my nickname came from, and I'm at least Johnny 1 or 2 now. Anyway.
I'm sorry. If Joel ever listens to this, fuck you.
Never going to happen. Whatever. What the fuck is that guy doing nowadays anyway? I looked him up a
Still
little
probably
while back.
teaching at Metalworks Institute, as far as I know, but I really don't know shit.
Whatever. He's probably about as popular as his
I'm sure he's
podcast
done
is.
amazing stuff, and I'm sure he'd be an amazing producer. It's just hearing what he had to say about some offbeat fucking improvised solo I did. He's like, this guy should fucking retire. He should fucking quit doing fucking guitar because he fucking sucks. And somebody told me that. I was like, fuck Joel. And I will hold that opinion. So fuck you, Joel.
And you know
if
what?
listen to this.
You can never get better because, practice is irrelevant.
Exactly.
If you're
Exactly.
nothing, you're still nothing.
Yeah, it'd be
Fuck
nice if he like just gave me some.
I'm being totally
critical
sarcastic, by the way.
criticism.
Yep. That's garbage, man. I wish people encouraged each other. And
I mean, it was probably a garbage solo. I will not deny that. It was probably the most garbage improvised ass solo that was offbeat, and he was probably completely right in his critique. But he was just an asshole about it. And I heard about it secondhand too, so maybe it was like a little telephone.
so we've got the Gordon Ramsay of music production in punk rock in fucking
get me
Toronto.
started.
Fuck off then. If you're not fucking, punk is punk, man. You don't fucking criticize one another.
I wasn't even supposed to record a solo. That's the thing. I wasn't there to record a solo. I was record that like guitar, but like
I love the lo-fi, live off the floor, crappy bullshit that we all, just fucking do it and do it yourself. DIY punk rock.
I'm done talking
Yeah,
shit,
that,
though.
baby. Shane, you have some stories?
Fuck, man, I have so much still. It's only 11 o'clock.
Yeah, we got another hour. Speak.
All right. I wanna loop back to Rockfest real quick. Because I left one story out. Because we always go with the Rocks, Matt and Rhonda.
I have one little Rockfest story too, if I could add.
Absolutely. So
I will stay out.
Wait
of
your
this.
turn.
Yeah. You're our guest, bitch. No, I'm just kidding. You're a great guest too. You have lots of stories and I love it.
Too many.
So we always go with Matt and Rhonda. So Lincoln Park was one of the headliners one night, and Rhonda, she took me by the hand and we went up really, really close, like right by the barricades. And I'm texting Matt. Rhonda's texting Matt, like, where are you? Where are you? And he's like, I'm front row, right by the barricades. And he sent a picture, and the stage is empty. He was at like one of the side stages.
Yeah.
Like, do you think Lincoln Park would be playing one of the small stages? You're at the wrong stage, man. But anyway, I always thought that was a funny story. So he missed out.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's your story, Robbie?
I don't know if this is a good story, actually. Now that I think about it. But I remember the year System of a Down was playing.
Yeah.
And I was there. I was so blackout drunk. Oh, my God. I was beyond drunk. I was there with my girlfriend at the time, Mandy. And all I remember is, like, she was beside me. Big farm girl and stuff. So, like, I wasn't too worried about watching her. But, like, also I felt her, like kind of bump into me. And I was like, what the fuck's going on? And I turn around and, like, it's nighttime. And it's at Rockfest, so you're outside. So all you see is this, like, horizon above all the people of the lights from the stage over, like, the darkness. And I turn around, and all of a sudden, all I see is this guy, like, raise up. He's got, like, these short dreads and whatnot. And he raise up out of the darkness with his, like, broken half fucking sideways nose. And he comes up, and he starts trying to windmill punch my girlfriend. So I just jump in, and I, like, block a couple of the punches and punch him in the face, like, 4 times and stuff like that. And then I get, like, pulled off by, like, 5 other people, and they're all like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you better, like, run away before this guy's friends, like, show up and they try to hurt you and stuff like that. And at that time, I was pretty blackout drunk. So I was just like, oh, fuck these guys. Fuck all their fucking friends. I will take them all on. And I, like, look at my girlfriend. I was like, okay, we better go. We better go, We went to Thai Express, and I'm like, look at my girlfriend. I was like, yeah, they had a little Thai Express, like, bus up there. And I'm asking her, I'm like, what the hell was that guy punching you for? And she's like, well, he pushed me. And so I gave him a dirty look, and then he like took 3 steps back and then ran at me and tried to body check me. So I turned around and I punched him in the face, and she broke his nose when she punched him. And then he got up and he tried to grab her by the hair, but he had dreads. But he had dreads, so she grabbed him by the dreads and just yanked him downwards. And that's when I turned around. I was like, what the fuck, Mandy? What the fuck are you doing? Like,
Jesus.
That's crazy.
So you've moved from Spotify to Apple Music, have you?
I have, yes.
100%? You're done the switch. You
100%.
stopped paying for Spotify and you started paying for Apple Music.
Well,
Yeah?
I'm doing a 1 month overlap.
Okay.
I hate Apple, but they have better quality.
They
That's
do.
for sure.
I hate Spotify.
Yeah, Spotify is the worst. Fuck Spotify.
Spotify has shitty ass quality.
If Spotify ever sponsor you, I will not show up on your podcast.
Me
we,
neither.
We distribute through Spotify.
Yeah, fuck Spotify.
Yeah,
though.
we have to reach.
But fuck them, though.
We have to reach everybody.
They ain't listening. Let's be honest.
Fuck you, Spotify.
There you go.
Whatever. We have to reach everybody.
Fuck your
Yeah,
ass.
Spotify is the easiest way to reach people, but it's
Spotify
not
is
the
the devil.
easiest way to get paid by any artist.
Mm-hmm.
So how can I do this next year?
Send me a link. What
I
song
will.
do you want to play?
I want to tell a little story.
Just tell me the name of the song.
Nope, because it's on my YouTube. All right, so I remember years ago listening to The Edge 102. There was a very, very short notice show announced at the Elmo the night before. It must have been like 7 o'clock at night. They said, Rancid and Marilyn's Vitamins are coming to the Elmo tomorrow night. And first come, first serve. So everyone went down to line up. Everyone was camping out, tents, chairs, everything. There were so many people lined up. They already said, you know, the show sold out within an hour the night before. They ended up handing out wristbands because I think it was wintertime. So they handed out wristbands, told everyone to go home. Shows not canceled, sold out. Basically, if you lived outside of 35 minutes of the venue, you weren't going to get a shot at tickets. Marilyn's Vitamins is a band from Toronto, which opened for Rancid. Really good band. And this is one of my favorite songs. It's called Promising Madison. Oh, yeah. Sorry, no. You screwed.
Promising Madeline.
Yeah, Promising Madeline.
I picked up after the second ring. My parents probably never heard a thing. I asked you how your evening went and let you change the subject. Said he passed out an hour ago. Subtle mention of a bloody nose. Then a foreign voice said we weren't alone. And I heard it all when you dropped the phone. And it's all happening again. All I wanna do is make it end. But you made me swear to you nobody'd ever know the truth. It's all happening again. All I wanna do is make it end. But you made me swear to you nobody'd ever know the truth. And it seemed on every next day I could only wipe the tears away and listen as I held you tight, recount the horrors of the previous night. I could never understand the pain, never understood why you felt ashamed over things you could never control. Pain in your heart is all I know, and it's all happening again. All I wanna do is make it end, but you made me swear to you nobody'd ever know the truth. It's all happening again. All I wanna do is make it end, but but you made me swear to you. Nobody'd ever know the truth. So picked up after the second grade. Parents probably never heard a thing. Asked you how your evening went and let you change the subject. Study past that I never heard go. Still a mention of a bloody note and a foreign voice every word I know. And I heard it all when you dropped the phone. It's all happening again. All I wanna do is make it. You made me swear to you. Nobody'd ever know the truth. It's all happening again. All I wanna do is make it. But you made me swear to you. Nobody'd ever know the truth. I just wanted to take you away. I swear the better life. Swear to you there's a better life. I just wanted to take you away. I swear there's a better life. Swear to you there's a better life. I just wanted to take you away. I swear there's a better life. Swear to you there's a better life. I just wanted to take you away.
And we're
Hello.
back. That was Marilyn's Vitamins with Promising Madeline. I said Madison earlier because I'm a punk rock dad and my son goes to daycare with a Madison. So I get confused sometimes. Just like all confused punk rock dads. What do you guys want to talk about next? I have a shitload of stuff, but I think Robbie was just mentioning something.
Give me some shit.
Oh, what was I mentioning? I don't know.
Otherwise, I have a shitload of material still.
Oh, something about my buddy's band, Big Brother.
Yep.
Maybe. Yeah, they're great. They're from Toronto, and if you like punk rock, go check out Big Brother, Skacore, Toronto.
I
There you
can't
go.
find any Big Brother here.
I got them right here.
Send me a link.
Okay. How do I do that? Go on though.
Me?
Well,
Oh, I can until you get it lined up.
Yeah.
Let me, okay.
Just for the next song, I'd like to play a little Big Brother because they were kind of the guys that hooked me up when I was young. They were most of the surviving. Well, I say surviving like the guy died. They're mainly from the band Ghetto Blaster in Toronto, which was pretty big then, and Big Brother is pretty big now. And I love them, so I'd like to play them.
All right, let's do it.
Did you send me a link?
I will send
Do
you
you-
a link.
Do you have more
Should I do it
chatty
right now?
chatty?
Chatty. I don't know. These guys, they ran Unknown Records for a number of years. I think they're still doing it, but I could be wrong. So
Unknown Records. Never heard of them.
they actually have the largest archive of free punk rock online right now. If you look up Unknown Records archives on, I think, SoundCloud or Bandcamp or something like that.
All right.
They have a massive thing. One of their most notable bands on there is the Filthy Radicals. They just got signed to Stomp Records,
Oh, nice. I love Stomp.
and they've been doing amazing. Along with a lot of bands like came in the 45s, the Anti Queens are on there.
Nice.
And Planet Smashers is
Oh,
one
yeah.
of probably most local notable bands.
they're
that
from
I know
Montreal.
Stomp. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Planet Smashers too myself.
Yeah.
That's-
Do you remember Union 2112?
I
it
don't
is. No?
actually.
I think it's all Montreal. Montreal produces great ska music.
Oh, they definitely do.
Uh,
Montreal has such an amazing punk rock scene.
Absolutely.
And
And I will share all this stuff you're sharing with us right now on the punkrockdadcast.com.
Yeah, go to the website. check out these guys' website. 'Cause it's amazing, and they're sharing all this stuff. They're sharing pictures. They're sharing links. They're sharing videos. They're sharing songs. I hope I'm not talking out my ass too much.
No,
there,
no.
but-
We will get our shit together and get everything up there. So back to
No, you guys talk for a little bit. I'm gonna send this to Johnny and hope he plays.
okay.
it.
Yeah, I also sent Johnny a link about another Gob song.
Okay.
If which
I'm gonna do Robbie's song first here.
All right.
That's
This one's Hate Brother or Big Brother.
Big
Hate
I don't
Week.
have
isn't it?
Spotify.
Big Brother.
You don't have Spotify?
No.
Well, fuck's sakes, I'm gonna play it.
Our dreams have been a fucking mess. Nothing except for what it says. Especially when your brain's my TV. Left alone to find a train. Behind your prey. Not those things that are the come. Before you realize when you were young. Now you've grown and you feel it tough. Just what being told you can never get true. Things the dreams are made of. Things that we all dare. And we fear. Promise we created, the family that we made it. For the fight for all these years. Our generation was recognized on the pop culture rather than any nation. But I'll make it for their personality will overlay it all they done. Ignorant, salvation considerate. You're so fucking sensitive, intentional, irrelevant. These things that dreams are made of, things that we hold dear. We fear the products we created, the feeling that we made it. That's it. This is like for all these years.
That was a fucking amazing tune.
I fucking love Big Brother so much. Those guys helped me out when I was back in my band Bloodshot Eyes so much, and those guys deserve every ounce of support that they ever got. They've supported so many other bands in the scene, especially in the Toronto scene, the Toronto ska-core, crack rock steady kind of scene. Filthy Radicals being one of them, who recently got signed onto Stomp Records with Anti Queens and came in the 45s. That's a Montreal ska band.
Yeah.
I also have to shout out to, because those guys, they're so humble and they're so nice and they just do amazing things together.
Yeah, that's sweet. And like we were saying, like I love Stomp Records and the whole Montreal punk ska scene is incredible. Thank you for once. In the first time we're on episode 6. It seems like Johnny always has the virgin ears. That was a new track that I've never heard before, and I fucking loved it.
Oh, yeah.
So thank you.
Well, shout out to Chris and Ian and,
Yeah.
and their drummers.
I think Johnny's just taking a piss, but
Well, we can take over now. It's time to go.
yeah, it's our show now. Fuck you, Johnny. What was I gonna get into? I was gonna get into so I don't know how you are with the news.
I try to keep pretty updated. So that's
So how do you feel about censorship? Because
that's a heavy issue nowadays. I think.
It is. So,
Like, like back in like the 80s and the 90s when like D. Snyder and Frank Zappa and stuff were like going after the whole censorship. I understand that. Nowadays it's more like social media censorship, which I still think should apply. Like I don't believe it depends though. That's a heavy sword to hold. Because like
it's very controversial.
Because
for
like
sure.
you shouldn't censor things because who's the one behind the censorship is the question. But also, should you give like someone like Donald Trump a fucking platform, or someone like Andrew Tate a platform to sit there and spew bullshit all the time?
So
I don't know, but maybe you should because
so
they tried to censor musicians lots of times.
exactly, and the whole thing with social media and censorship, and not being able to have freedom of speech anymore, it's terrible to not be able to speak your mind anymore, and I think music is the only way to express your freedom of speech.
But fuck Nazi punks.
Fuck Nazi punks for sure.
Fuck Nazi punks.
Um,
I'm glad we can all agree on that.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
we all
Anyway,
agree.
I wanted to share this story about a conversation I had with my dad through text messaging last night and today. The Buffalo Bills player that collapsed.
Yeah. Died, didn't he?
No, he didn't. Did he die? No,
Yeah.
Did he die?
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
No, I don't think he did.
Rest in peace.
Oh, Jesus. Anyway, there's been a lot of talk about, was it he had another booster shot like a week before, and there's been a lot of talk. I've seen a lot of doctors talking, Dr. Drew, talking about all this cardiac stuff going on, and so I just mentioned to my dad, and he just ripped me a new one about you people, it's people like you, Shane, that are misinformation, and he said something about why don't you watch the real news?
The real news.
The real news, the CBC, the CTV, the Fox, I don't know, the Fox News, the CTV, or the CNN.
Oh, he didn't die.
No,
CNN,
I don't
Fox
think he
News
died.
are like two opposites.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't know.
They're both bullshit.
I don't
but
know
they're
what he.
both
I don't know
opposite.
what he means by the real news. But going back to this whole censorship shit. Censorship.
Oh, you gotta
Speaking
watch
of-
Rebel News.
Rebel News. Yeah.
I don't
Johnny.
know, Shane.
Johnny.
This is probably something that you and I haven't talked too much about that we don't agree on. Because I'm vaccinated. My wife's vaccinated.
I'm
I
vaccinated.
know you didn't want to get vaccinated.
No.
Yeah, we didn't really talk about this too much on the show.
Well, maybe,
No.
And
maybe
you're still,
that's good.
And you're still allowed in my house.
Yeah.
yeah.
But you know what? She's a nurse, and I trust her judgment on a lot of that stuff. And I don't have time to
and
fucking.
It's not about being vaxxed or unvaxxed. I'm totally cool with your own decision. I'm going back more towards the news. And,
Yeah, let's go
and
to the news.
My dad telling me that I have to trust
His
the
news.
CBC.
That his news is the real news.
The CBC is the real news. But the news I get is fake news. Is
The
is
CDC,
the point
though.
is the point of my story. It has
Right.
nothing to do with vaccines or anything like that. It's where you get your news source from.
Mm-hmm.
Is my point of the story.
No, well, if you're a smart human being, you get your news source from a multiple arrangement of both of them. And personally, from our area, but this isn't going to apply to everyone, obviously, but from the GTA, I think the only unbiased news source that I can think of is CP24.
I don't know. That's pretty biased.
Is it?
It's pretty leftist.
Do you find
That's,
it pretty leftist?
That's
Yeah.
because
CTV. That's CTV.
because I find it pretty in the middle.
CB24 I find is leftist. CBC is relatively right.
CBC is right.
I mean,
I never found that one.
that's my understanding of it.
CBC is our general government funded one, the one that a lot of people want to get taken down because it's too leftist.
CBC is very government funded.
And
There's
that's
also-
the one that a lot of people want to get taken down because it's too leftist.
There's also Canadian Press. Canadian Press feeds a lot of it, which is all government.
I guess this couldn't be avoided. We're on episode 6 and we tried not to get as political as we could.
Political? Well, we're gonna get political now.
So remember
I'm
the
a political punk, so
I'm
I
a
guess
I'm a
it's-
political punk too, and
I'm
remember
a total nonpartisan, don't want to cause any havoc type of guy.
I love both
but-
sides. I have friends who are conservative or who are Republican, and
Republican.
But-
I still love them.
you
but
know,
they're
I
idiots.
I don't like getting into politics, but I have to speak out when I can. Robbie, remember the convoy to Ottawa?
Yes, we can all
So-
talk about it.
So Trudeau went out and just recently supported protests from around the world,
yes,
saying he supported all these protests.
yes, because protest is more a leftist thing.
But he shut down the one in Canada that was against him, that was peaceful. They were giving food out to everybody.
Okay.
And they shut down bank accounts and what the
'Kay.
fuck? Like,
If you want my opinion,
this is gonna turn nasty.
Robbie's here. Robbie's
there, we're
here,
getting
so
there.
Robbie's going to give his opinion. No, it's not going to turn nasty, actually. As far as the Freedom Convoy goes, I think the whole measure of it was precedent. I think people were done with a lot of things. But the thing is, whenever you have a mass protest of anything, you're going to have a lot of bad people come join you and put their own influence into it.
Put their
And
own stank
that's-
on it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you can look at any major riot in the world. Like, you look at, like, the Martin Luther King riots or, like, the Rodney King riot. Like, a lot of those were based in very good ideas, but when there's a huge riot, if we went outside right now and there was a huge riot outside, some people are going to join it. And some of those people aren't going to really be for those main
They're not going to be
values.
people who represent what that riot.
So yeah,
But they see a
protest.
big major riot upon Ottawa, Canada's
'Kay.
capital.
okay, but
And they're gonna take it in their own thing. So
'Kay.
there's a lot of guys like doing like just pushing, and there was a lot of terrorist activity coming into it.
no, there was no terrorist activity, and there was
Not
no
at
riot.
all.
Don't
Not
use
at all.
Don't use the word riot, and don't use the word terrorist. There was nothing. Everything was peaceful. First of all,
Not everything was peaceful. That is not true.
show me.
I can show you. I can send it to you right now.
So everyone was kicked out except for the CBC. That
Now,
was
okay.
the only one that could cover.
Now
it.
I'm going to show you my other side before you cut me off. Is the other side is the government should not have put in the emergency powers to cut off financial assets
Agree.
to certain people, because that's bullshit. That is complete bullshit. How can
I'll
the
have to agree
government
with
come
that.
in?
You should be
and
free to
lock
use
down your
money
fucking law?
as you wish.
But if they find you doing something, they should lock you up. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but why can they have like BLM protests in downtown Toronto that take over the streets, and that's fine.
Yeah, because it's the same deal. Because a lot of
That was
BLM.
one that I didn't
That's why-
necessarily agree with. Not that I'm not for a Black Lives
No, I
Matter
know, I
movement.
agree.
you're
but,
more
like,
black
you're-
than any of us.
You're burning things into the street. You're causing destruction to public
Yeah, but
property.
it's the
Yeah.
same idea. You cause those, and Antifa, which isn't a terrorist organization, by the way. I mean, like, that's a punk rock ideal. That's been a punk rock ideal for 20 years before.
Did you say
fucking
Antifa?
Antifa?
Anti-fascist. Yeah.
Oh.
Antifa. which
Antifa,
means anti-fascist.
Yeah.
And they were involved in the BLM. Now, I know a lot of buildings were burning down, but you gotta understand, a riot's going on. You're saying you're Antifa. What stops fucking Pete down the corner that's been cooking meth for the last 9 months from coming out of his house and be like, I'm Antifa too? And I go down there and then he burns down a building. And he's like, I'm Antifa. Because Antifa doesn't have a leader. There's no organization on Antifa. That's a punk rock ideal that we have always cherished. Is like fighting the fascism. And for some reason that got intertwined way too much in the
Somehow
Black Lives
the
Matter.
definition of fascism became something different.
Wow.
And people were fighting
American
things that-
police is pretty fascist. So.
Sure. It got real fucked up real fast.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is great.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You're like, I'm glad I brought Robbie
John-
down here.
Johnny, I
arguing
sent
with everyone.
I sent you
A link.
gob censorship.
Mm.
This is what we want to play right now, because going way back, we got way off topic, but gob censorship.
Censorshit.
Censorshit. You're right.
Sorry.
Said shit wasn't really mean to me. I think it absolutely stinks. There's no question about it. I wonder if they know, cause they are so fucked. And they just deny it, but they really suck. And they don't know their heads in the rest. And they keep covering up all the time. Everyone has heard the bullshit lies. You hear it on the rest of those fucking lies. And they just want it covered up all the time. But wait, what's this? What exactly is happening to us? Our world, don't you think it's sort of fucked?
And that was Censorshit by Gob. So I think we're about ready to wrap it up for this week. Next week, we'll get into more political arguments and probably beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah, and so I just want to clear the air a little bit, because we got pretty deep into politics there and about censorship.
Some beliefs.
Yep. And we always get pretty, I mean, every family get together, Thanksgiving, Christmas, stuff like that. COVID really hits deep with everyone. And I didn't mean to go into the COVID conversation with everyone.
I think punk without talking about politics is bullshit.
I was aiming more for the media aspect of it all. So I was just trying to clear the air. So check your phone real quick while we gather some information.
Uh-huh.
Um
Did you send another...
I did send another quick song while Robbie lines up his
I missed
while we wrap up the show.
Oh, we got 2 more songs?
Yeah, we do.
Should I send it to
We'll
you?
just this is
More off with their heads.
yeah, one more, clear the air, just while we
That's a
clear
good
the
one.
air, and we'll move on and end the night.
Okay, we'll play some
Clear
more
the,
songs.
clear the air. because I didn't mean for it to go. I didn't mean for it to go that deep into the conversation.
Me neither.
And
I'm sorry I talked
and
so much
and
shit.
and me and Robbie were talking outside while we were having a smoke, and it was like, wow, that got really deep. And I don't care if you're vaxxed or unvaxxed. I didn't mean for it to get that deep into a conversation about that. It was more about the media and the mainstream media versus the underground media and everything like that.
I think they're both
it had
bullshit.
nothing. It had nothing to do with COVID. I wasn't getting into the COVID conversation, but here we are. Clear the air.
I wanted to tell you, I wanted to share some important details that you're unaware of. I want you to listen, I want you to care. I'll choke to death if I don't clear the air. It's not a secret that I obsess, and then I get angry, and then I get stressed. And you can't imagine, and you can't compare. You've no frame of reference, and then you get scared. I'm doing my best to help make you see that it's not your fault when I beg and I plead. It's much easier just to go back to sleep, but we gotta find a place to start because I'm falling apart. choke to death if I don't clear the air right now. crap. I know you have me till it's gone. It feels so right to be wrong. I'm comfortable, fuck what I need. Fuck those villains and this fuckery. Sorry, I'm gonna be when she's gone. Pull me in the middle of the song. Take from me, give what you got. Got three better than what they goes by. Well, stops me when you see just how heavy you could be. When she's like next to better man, it's the dry hand of your hand. So you're kidding me when she's gone. Pour me in here, look at this song. Take it from me, give what you got. Got three better men, won't take us by. Sorry, I'm kidding me when she's gone. Pour me in here, look at this song. Take it from me, give what you got. Got three better men, won't take us by.
And that was the Beta 58s with Me versus Me.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're about to wrap it up for the night.
Again, for once, I have the virgin ears.
You've never heard that one?
No, that was twice tonight.
I've heard Robbie play that one a lot, and he's got a great version of that. And he was mentioning that the lead singer from that song, the Beta 58s, is now the drummer, or vice versa, for the Ripcords.
Yeah, he's the drummer for the Ripcords now. He was also my drummer, and I guess he was the rookie
Guy gets
drummer.
around, eh?
Yeah, he was the rookie drummer then, and he's like, I suck at drums. So I was like, it's okay. We were on mini tour together when I was in the band Bloodshot Eyes, and we were playing with Beta 58s, and they jumped in because my drummer broke off. Now I see him with the Ripcords, and I saw him in Montreal at Trackside.
Nice.
That's the story I was talking about before. Yeah, he does amazing things for himself, and the Beta 58s are definitely a band that anybody should check out, especially if they like old school skate punk kind of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I love skate punk.
Wicked.
Yeah,
Skate punk is a segue to pop punk.
I don't even
it
skateboard.
it
but I
kind
love
of is.
skateboard.
Yeah, it kind of is like Pennywise and the SoCal movement for sure.
Gonna have to get into that. All right, well, that wraps us up for another week.
So yeah, let's wrap it up with I'm starting to share all our photos and videos from our memories. You can check it out. I don't know where you're going to be listening from, but you can check out all our stories and videos and photos at punkrockdadcast.com.
I love that.
Fucking right.
Not
Thank you
exclusive
so
to
much
dads
for having me.
or people
here.
who can procreate. You're
Yeah,
welcome.
man. Robbie, you have been
Happy
great.
to have you.
I hope I wasn't too much for you.
No, you've been great. You've had lots of stories. We love having you as a guest.
We like stories.
We love
I
stories.
talk too much.
No, we like talkers.
Well, people, that's it for another week. We'll see you on the next one.
Cheers.